Alright guys, very important news is coming out right now. Russia and Ukraine announced a temporary truce at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, fear of a second Chernobyl. Now, urgent repairs are underway on the power transmission lines at the nuclear plant. Now, this is good news. This is absolutely good news. We are seeing something here, guys. So, finally, they agreed on something, which is the nuclear power plant in Zaporizhzhia. Now, it was damaged, and I believe there was a drone strike that took place there, and they're trying to avoid, radiation leaking all over the place. And you guys already know radiation is not good, especially it could spread towards Europe. That could cause some serious problem, leading to more wars. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, guys. So urgent repairs are underway. All right, so that's good. The station is constantly on the edge of a blackout. External power keeps failing because of shelling, and the plant has already lost all outside electricity several times. In September and October, it faced a record shutdown, an entire week without external power, which Kiev called a critical situation. The Russian side says the situation is under control, but admits the risk of consequences on the scale of Chernobyl or, look at this, Fukushima. Ukraine, in turn, points to Russian shelling and mining of nearby territory, which makes repairs to the power infrastructure extremely difficult. All right, so I'm just going to pull up this full article here. If you can, make sure you share, like, subscribe. You guys are not receiving notifications for this one here, guys. There's been a major hit on multiple channels ever since the year 2025. From 60,000 views a day, we only getting 8,000 views. So we didn't lose anything. They just stopped recommending videos, put it like that. So with your support, subscribe and hit that notification bell and share the video. Thank you so much, and pray for us along with other channels out there. There is a huge reports of complaint going on. If you go on X, a lot of people just messaging this platform of what's going on with the channels. So again, it's a massive hit going on. They're adding some new stuff, new AI, and that's really hurting a lot of channels. So thank you so much for your prayer, and thank you so much for your support. The International Atomic Energy Agency has announced the start of critical repairs to a demand power line near the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine, facilitated by a local cease plan brokered by the UN watchdog. The IAEA Director General Raphael thanked both the Bear and Crane for agreeing to a temporary window of silence for the work, which aims to prevent a nuclear accident. The repairs are expected to last several days. This is good. This is absolutely good news. I gotta say it's about time. And, this is something that Donald worked hard on. Not only Donald, but Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. So, again, I know a lot of people don't like Donald. I can understand that. A lot of people don't like him. But you have to give some credit to him and his cabinet, also Marco Rubio, and many others out there. Because if this was Joe, you would not be hearing this. Joe would be still sending billions and billions and billions and billions every week. I mean, we talked about this for almost 4 years, and you guys already know. I mean, it was a whole bunch of money he was sending. It's like Christmas stuff. the most expensive child support in U.S. history. Critical repair work has commenced at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine under a temporary local ceasefire arranged by the International Atomic Energy Agency. And by the way, guys, you know, they're supposed to come to us. When I say they, the former administration, they're supposed to come to us and ask us, hey, are you guys willing, us helping Ukraine? What are your thoughts on it? Instead, they just did it behind our back. It just a slap to the face to the sleeping giant citizens. It's just completely wrong. The UN nuclear watchdog announced on Sunday that the repairs to a crucial external power line, expected to last a few days, are part of ongoing effort to avert a potential nuclear disaster amid the continuing military conflict. A temporary window of silence. The IAEA Director General Raphael stated that the agency team on the ground is monitoring the repairs, which aim to restore power transmission between switch yards at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and the nearby Zaporizhzhia thermal power plant. Grossi expressed gratitude to both Russian and Ukrainian authorities for agreeing to what he termed a new temporary window of silence, describing it as essential for strengthening nuclear safety and security at the facility, which has been under the Russian military control since March of 2025. Remember, guys, Ukraine was also firing towards that region, hitting those plants, trying to spark some kind of false FLAG and trying to blame them for the radiation. The damage attributed to military activity. The need for the urgent repair stems from damage detected earlier this month to a transmission line connecting the two power plants. The IAEA reported on December 19 that the damage located between an auto transformer and the thermal plant switchyard was reportedly due to military activity. Initially, the plant's management, operating under the Russian occupation, stated that access to the affected area could not be granted for security reasons, delaying the repair assessment. Now, the nearly broken cease plan has now allowed technicians to access and fix the critical infrastructure. This is like the first step to seeing something good, ending the war and agreeing to a peace deal. Hopefully, this is the first step. Persistent risk at Europe's largest nuclear plant. The Zaporizhzhia plant, Europe's largest nuclear power station, has been a persistent point of international concern since the war began. Both Moscow and Kiev have repeatedly accused each other of shelling and endangering the facility, raising fears of a catastrophic nuclear accident. The IAEA experts have been stationed at the site since September of 2022 to monitor safety and provide technical assistance. The current repair operation underscores the fragile state of the plant's external power supplies, which are vital for cooling and other essential safety functions, especially during wartime. All right. So once again, this is a big breaking news here, guys. This is a very important breaking news. Crucial power line repairs begin at Zaporizhzhia plant under the IAEA truce. At the same time, we got some news that, again, President Trump speaks with Putin ahead of high-stakes Zelensky talks in Florida. All right, so we do have some updates here. I want to show you some of this stuff. 15 minutes ago, Zelensky arrives at Mar-a-Lago for talks with the president. See, this meeting, I mean, again, the meeting was supposed to happen at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I mentioned in my last video that this meeting could happen around 1:40 and stuff like that. Just because they give a time frame does not mean it's going to happen that exact time frame. They usually delay some of the speech and stuff like that. All right, so Ukrainian leader Zelensky has arrived at the U.S. President Mar-a-Lago Club in Palm Beach, Florida, for high-stakes peace talks. The Ukrainian leader pulled into the club and greeted Donald with a handshake before entering the Mediterranean-style estate. I was just there in Thanksgiving. I was not too far. I was literally like, I mean, I could see the whole thing. I was like, where the bridge is at. I don't know if you guys seen the Mar-a-Lago where Trump live at. They got that bridge. And so at the very end of the bridge, they kind of closed it. And the reason why they closed it, I mean, you could go, but the reason why they closed it is because Trump was present. He was there. Now, if Trump wasn't there, then you could go and you could take pictures of his, all that type of stuff. But yeah, it was really nice. I was basically on the bridge, and you got all these boats, and these boats has machine guns and everything. I mean, they really got that area secured. The president said earlier their talks would take place in Mar-a-Lago dining room, an ornate space with molding and murals. So it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be like the rich stuff. Only rich people. We do have some more updates 16 minutes ago. 16 minutes ago, Putin and Trump agreed to speak after Zelensky meeting. Putin and U.S. President Donald agreed to speak following Donald meeting with Ukrainian leader Zelensky on Sunday. Now, during Trump and Putin call, which lasted 1 hour, wow, 1 hour and 15 minutes. That goes to tell you Putin was throwing some old history story, with same thing with Tucker Carlson. I mean, that was a long interview. The two leaders expressed that they generally share similar views that a temporary truce will only prolong the conflict in Ukraine. Once again, Yushakov described the call as friendly, cordial, and businesslike. Now, Putin agreed with Donald's proposal to establish specially created working group dedicated to security and economic to continue working on a peace settlement. He added that given the situation on the front lines, Ukraine should soon decide on what to do with the Donbas region, the key territory sought and annexed by Putin. All right, guys, this is the latest breaking news updates. Right now, there's going to be some very important discussion. You got Zelensky out there, and Donald's out there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I heard that Benjamin was going to be out there too, the Holy Land Prime Minister. But again, there's no news coming out about that. I guess once Zelensky leaves, I guess that's when Benjamin comes in. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream. We go live once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.